What's up, you guys? Good morning, good morning. I'm the Central Healer. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, select all. It's 4:44, y'all, in the morning, okay? I was having a dream, but then the cat woke me up to go outside, and then I had to use the bathroom, and I was having a dream, but then by the time I had to do all that, I couldn't go back to sleep. So, so I'm up right now, 4:44 exactly right now. But what I heard in the dream was a child saying, "I need your help." Okay, I need your help, and then I hear a lady says, "Don't touch that child." I was like, "What?" The child asked me for help, but then she comes out and she says, "Don't touch that child." I was like, "Damn, okay." But then I heard the cat was waking me up to, go outside. So I tried to go back to sleep, but then I seen a vision, but this vision was different. I don't think it was connected to that. Then I seen a vision as if like I'm in somebody's home, but as the person, okay? And they had like the curtains open a little bit and they look outside. They just happen to look outside their window and there's somebody standing outside, okay? And I've seen like black skinny jeans, okay? Light skin black jeans, light or faded black skinny jeans, okay? They were black skinny jeans, but they were faded, okay? They look like the legs of a male, like a skinny male. So that is significant for somebody, or that's going to be significant for somebody here, okay? Some black skinny jeans on a male figure, okay? Outside of somebody's home. That's the vision I got, okay? So, all right, you guys. And then, yeah, like the other one, I heard the child asking me for help. So I was going to try to help the child, and then the lady's like, don't touch that child. I was like, the child's asking me for help. We mean don't touch that child. Okay. So, yeah. So good morning, you guys. Amen. At 4:44 in the morning. Okay. I used to always get up at this time, but that's when like school was in. But So let's see what's going on this morning. So that's what. So there's a child that's needing help, that's asking for help. And there's a lady that's like, don't touch that child. Okay, so there's like somebody that's not wanting a child to get help, and it's a female. Okay, and it's like an older mother or grandmother figure. So don't touch that child. The cherry in the reverse. All right, well, somebody not being able to move forward, that's actually justice here, okay? Somebody not being able to move forward, that's justice. I'm cold. I need to bring this heater in. That's justice, somebody not moving forward. And somebody's feeling like a fool right now because they're not able to move forward. But if that's what you were trying to do to somebody else, that's straight up justice, period. Felt like a fool. But if you're trying to stop somebody else from moving forward, it's going to always backfire, and then you're going to be feeling like a fool. But then, like, usually these fools go and do some stupid shit again. You know what I mean? Amen. All right, y'all. And the jail and the prison, a male, a female. Somebody works in the prison system here, a feminine. Is this connected? Cancer male or cancer female? Or does somebody have cancer? So there's a cancer female that works within the prison. All right, so there's the cancer female that works within the prison system. Okay. Drugs and alcohol. So this person's on drugs and alcohol. What's this drugs and alcohol? Ooh. Is this somebody in prison? That's somebody that works for the prison system. So it's not somebody that's actually in prison. It's a prison guard or somebody that works in the prison system that's a cancer female that's on drugs and alcohol and they murder somebody. Somebody's already messing with my throat chakra and I'm just like waking up like, what the hell? What the hell? So there's a cancer female that works in the prison system, okay? This cancer female that works in the prison system, they're on drugs and alcohol, and they have actually murdered somebody. And the thing about this, they actually work within the prison system, okay? But they're a murderer that's on drugs and alcohol, and they're murderer, and they work for the prison system. They need to be in the prison system, not working, but as a prisoner. Honey, your beauty spells is not going to make you a murderer. You do beauty spells on somebody, it's not going to make you not a murderer. It's just not. That's how you know people ain't rap tag. Well, they're already a murderer. But then they're going to go do beauty spells. That's not going to make you not a murderer, ma'am. Why do I feel like this is connected? Is this actually connected? I felt like this is connected, but it seems like it wouldn't be connected, but it's actually connected. This is connected. So there's a murdering-ass prison guard or somebody that works within the prison system that's on drugs and alcohol doing beauty spells. You know, because they got to be hot and beautiful so people don't think that they're a murderer that works for the prison system. All right, we got a judge. Is this connected? Yeah, so there's somebody that works within the prison system, like I said, is doing beauty spells, trying to make somebody look some type of way, when in fact they're a freaking murderer that's on drugs and alcohol. So they're trying to glamour the way that somebody else looks, okay, make somebody gain weight, make somebody's looks, appearance change. When this person's a freaking murderer that works in the prison, it's a female. What's going on with this judge here? Is this connected? Is this a dirty judge? This is a good judge? Oh, snap. Okay, what's going on with the judge? Drones. Is this connected? Is this connected to the prison jail? So these are good drones. So there's a female judge that's having somebody watched with drones. Okay, so there's a good judge that's actually involved with having somebody being watched by drones. A truck driver. Child. A truck driver. My hairs are I got the bed head, child. Okay. Is this connected? No truck driver. Drones. But no truck driver. Okay, so no truck driver. My bad. Is this connected? Somebody's being involved. Electronic harassment. Is that the drones? But this is connected. Okay, so somebody's involved with electronic harassment. Could be the person that's being watched by the drones here. Judgment Day. Damn. So this is a good judge. It's having somebody being watched by drones. This is somebody that was electronically harassing somebody. Yeah. So somebody that was electronically harassing somebody with, it could be energy weapons, it could be jammers, whoever was involved with doing this towards somebody, yeah, they're being watched by drones, by judge's orders. So the judge ordered, you know, the judge is tracking these people with drones, or they're having them tracked, everything they do with drones, okay? This is somebody that was electronically harassing you, like I said, energy weapons, jammers, okay. For me, I noticed, like the jammers, they're still have been using the jammers, but like the energy weapons, I haven't felt them, and I don't know, maybe a week and a half. Not to say they ain't gonna use energy you know, the energy weapons again, but you know, because they've been doing it like for a couple of years now. But yeah, somebody's using energy weapons and the jammers as well, like back to back for almost a couple of years straight. But I haven't felt the energy weapons, I think in like a week and a half maybe. And maybe shorter than that. Yeah, these people don't like that you're calling back your power. And there's a judge that is, you know, like I said, monitoring these people that was involved with this electronic harassment against you. They're being watched and monitored by drones from the judge's order, okay? This judge could even be calling back their power here, okay? And if it's a good judge, well, glad that you're calling back your power and standing up to some shit, okay? Is this connected? So the people that was involved with electronic harassment, they was also involved with stealing your mail, okay? So not only were they, like, blocking your devices here and electronically harassing you, whether energy weapons, the jammers, they were also involved with stealing your mail as well. And now they're, like, being watched by these drones. Everything that they do, they're being tracked and monitored by the drones from a good judge, okay? Not the dirty judge that be helping cover the shit up for these people. Exactly, their phones are tapped. So these people were hacking you, okay? Hacking all your devices. They were tracking you. They're being tracked. So it's like the hunter's being hunted, okay? It's what it's given. The hunter's being hunted. Yeah, these people that was trying to do mind control on you, it's all backfiring. And again, it's given the hunter's being hunted by a good judge, okay? These people were hunting you. They were stealing your mail. They were blocking your devices, and they were electronically harassing you. Okay, they could have been stalking you online, blocking your, like I said, blocking all your devices. And for some of you guys, even energy weapons like me, they've been doing all of that. Okay, okay. But yeah, these people are being tracked. As these people were tracking and harassing you, they're being tracked by the judge. By the drones that the judge has watching them, and their phones are tapped. And then you got a female guard here, prison. Well, I don't know if it's a guard, but she works in the prison system here. Okay, that's a murderer, and she's on drugs and alcohol, and she's been doing beauty spells to make themselves look better, and you look the way they want you to look, because they don't want people to see you as a great person when in fact this person works for the prison system and they're a murderer and they're on drugs and alcohol. Let's see where this is at, what state this is in. Okay. This person that works in the prison system, okay, is this in the United States? Is this in the South? Okay, is this in the North? The East Coast? The West Coast? Okay. Is this like California? I've had this prison guard, I had a prison guard come out from California before. So this is in California. So this prison guard's in California, okay. That's murdered somebody, that's been trying to glamour somebody because they're on drugs and alcohol and they're a murderer. So this is somebody that works in the prison system in California. There's a lot of, I've done, like I said, a couple of the prison guards come out for California before. California and Florida is bad, okay. Alright, so this is in California, let's see. Southern California, Central California. This is in Northern California. Okay, should we get the city out? Or the county for this prison? Okay, we're going to try to get the city or county out. Let me actually turn on this phone, because I need this light. See if we can find out what prison this is here. Is this a female prison? This is a male prison. So this is a female that works in a male prison. Is this person actually like a guard or a CO at a men's prison? That's a murder. All right, all right. So it's a men's prison. It's a female guard that's in this men's prison. Okay. She's a whole murderer. I have to turn on this device. Sorry, y'all. 15:15 on the clock. There's been a lot of repeating numbers. I kept seeing 222 yesterday. I was seeing 444. Okay, amen. I did a lot of talking in this video. I had a lot to say this morning, amen. At 4:44 in the morning, okay? Amen. Come on. Look at Northern California. Here we go. Okay. Mule Creek State Prison. Is it another prison? So there's a female prison. Is it a prison guard? So there's a female prison guard at Mule Creek State Prison that's actually a murderer that's on drugs and alcohol. It's not another prison. It's Mule Creek State Prison. Okay. Mule Creek State Prison. There's a female guard. Okay. That's actually a murderer that's on drugs and alcohol. Okay. I wouldn't doubt it if this person gives things to the inmates there, okay, at the prison system. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this guard, okay. This person that works in the prison system, they could even give, like, inmates things as well, okay. Has this person gave anything to inmates that actually killed the inmates? Has this person killed anybody outside of the prison system? Oh, so this bitch is crazy. Okay, so this prison guard, they've actually killed people outside of the prison, but they've also gave things to inmates that actually have taken inmates' lives as well. Okay, so this person is like diabolical crazy. Okay, so they've given things to inmates that made inmates pass away, but they've done this to people on the outside as well, and it doesn't matter. Okay, if you're in prison, guards do that. They definitely do shit like that. But I mean, if you're in prison, some people are in prison, you know, for things that they haven't committed. So when you got people in there trying to take your life, if you ain't got no life sentence, that's a whole ass crime. You know what I mean? It was somebody's intentionally trying to do something to you. No, you're a whole freaking murderer. Yeah, but this person has done things intentional to inmates to, you know, take their life. I just had a flashback of the Pinellas County Jail, okay, where they were doing things in there to intentionally make the inmates sick in the Pinellas County Jail. Yeah, some of the guards, a guard there was doing that. Okay, they put this little white capsule, tube of stuff, she handed it to the maintenance guy to put up into the lights, okay? And there was like this white powdery stuff that was trickling down from, they had it like right next to the light bulb. And all this powdery stuff was like trickling down. Like, I don't know if the inmate gave it or the guard gave it to the maintenance guy, but I seen them like hand something off. And all of a sudden I seen him putting up supposedly light bulbs, but it wasn't a light bulb, it was like a little clear vial of things with like white powder stuff in it, and that was actually right over top of my bed, and I would see all this little white flickering stuff came out like particles, and all the inmates were getting sick, their eyes were swelling up, like they were getting mysterious illnesses. I said something, I complained, and when you complain about a guard, you're supposed to talk to a different guard about the thing, but the guard knew that I was complaining about her, so she intentionally went out her way so I couldn't talk to another guard. I had to talk to her. But this was the same guard that was also spraying like Hawaiian oil spray like on the ground, like the jail ground where you could slip and fall. Okay, and inmates were literally slipping and falling, like multiple inmates. And I said something to the lady, and she was expecting me to cuss her out. I said, look. I said, what you're doing, you're a freaking criminal. I said, what you're doing is committing a crime. I said, if you don't like your job, then you should go and change it. You know what I mean? I said, you're in here intentionally hurting people. And I said, I saw you. And then I'm trying to grieve about the situation, so I'm supposed to talk to somebody else. But no, you're going to make it intentional, so I can't talk to nobody else and complain about you. I said, you should be ashamed of yourself. I said, you expect me to come at... She was getting attitude with me, and she was expecting me to get attitude with her. And I was like, no. I said, I'm disappointed. I told her I was disappointed there because, ew, like, no. And I said, I will not even drink any of the water that you bring in here. She's like, you will not drink anything. I was like, no. I said, you're in here intentionally trying to hurt people. I said, it doesn't matter if it's inmates or not. You're putting people's lives in danger, and you think you could do that because you hold a badge. I said, I'm not the one. Because I'm the one that will speak up. I don't care who it is. If you're a correction officer, if you're the president of the United States, I'm going to speak up. And she was not expecting me to speak up and stand my ground. And do it with authority, okay? Like, I was not playing. These people do this type of thing, and they think it's okay to do this shit and get away with it. I'm not the one, though. Like, I don't care. You're putting people's life in danger on purpose. Because you think somebody's a criminal. Not everybody's a criminal. Because people are in jail doesn't mean they're criminals. Innocent people get put in the jail all the time because of criminals like you that are actually running the bitch. You know what I mean? No. I mean, I've done things in the past. But people grow and heal from that, and they move on in life. You know what I mean? I don't ever regret anything I've done, because I would have never seen the things that I've seen and was able to speak up and try to make a difference. Hell nah. Everything I've been through in my life has made me who I am today. And I could have possibly saved some people's life. I never take it back. Amen. But yeah, that was in well, what I was just talking about was in St. Petersburg, Florida. But for that prison guard, that was in California. All right, BJ, JB. All right, so we have JB. Lorenzo and JB. Yeah, people doing these things, they have these badges or they hold these positions with robes or uniforms. They think they can. No. I'm the one that always will speak up. Like, I'm not the one, okay? Tasha, Lorenzo, and JB. All this is connected? Okay, so we have Tasha, Lorenzo, and JB. I talked a lot during this video. I'm already 23 minutes in. I'm sorry, y'all. I love you guys. Amen, amen. Is JB hiding documents? Is Lorenzo hiding documents? Is Tasha hiding documents? Is somebody hiding documents from them? So they're all three hiding documents. Are they all three actually like connected? Okay, okay. So JB, Lorenzo, and then Tasha, they're hiding documents here. Oh. Is this connected? It's supposed to come out. All right. Different energy now. We got somebody named Luca. Luca is connected to Phoenix Rising Tarot. And a male man, a male woman. So a male woman, somebody named Luca, and Phoenix Rising Tarot. Okay. So Phoenix Rising Tarot, Luca, and a male woman. Or a male man. This male woman's a thief. Phoenix Rising Tarot's a thief. And Luca's a thief. Okay. So all these people are thieves. Luca's a thief. Phoenix Rising Tarot and a male lady. They're all thieves. Is this connected? Is Pete also a thief? Okay. Did somebody steal something from Luca, Phoenix Rising Tarot, this mailman, or Pete? So all these people are thieves. Okay. So somebody named Pete is also a thief as well. Is this connected? It's supposed to come out. All right. All right. Now we have tax fraud. This is different than these other thieves here. Damn, we have tax fraud, insurance fraud. Donna? Go figure. Alright. Did somebody commit tax fraud or insurance fraud against Donna? So Donna committed tax... Okay, so Donna committed tax fraud, insurance fraud. Is this connected? Is Jeremy and Donna connected? Did somebody commit fraud against Jeremy? So Jeremy is also involved with fraud. Is this tax fraud? Is this insurance fraud? This is other fraud. Okay, so somebody named Jeremy is involved with fraud as well. Some kind of fraud here. Is this connected? Okay. Is this connected? Is Jeremy in Colorado? Is Jeremy from Colorado? Did they commit fraud in Colorado, or are they connected to somebody from Colorado? A female and male. So a male that's from Colorado is also committed some kind of fraud. So Jeremy's connected to, okay. So Jeremy's also connected to a male that's from California that's also committed fraud as well. But Jeremy's not from Colorado. Is this connected? Is this Jeremy? Is this somebody else? Okay. So also somebody is from New Jersey, but not, are they in New Jersey? Is somebody from Colorado? Are they in Colorado? So somebody named Jeremy is connected to somebody from Colorado that's a male that committed fraud but is not in Colorado. And also somebody from New Jersey but is not in New Jersey that committed fraud as well. So this is like a whole fraud ring. Alright, so we have JB, Lorenzo, and Tasha. These people are hiding documents, okay? We have Luca, Phoenix Rising Tarot, a male woman, and also somebody named Pete, okay? These people are thieves, okay? We have Donna. Donna's committed tax fraud. Donna's committed insurance fraud. So I'm pretty sure there's some other fraud involved as well. We also got somebody named Jeremy that's involved with some kind of fraud here. We got a male from Colorado that's also involved with some kind of fraud, and somebody also from New Jersey as well, okay? Alright, you guys, that's what I got for y'all. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, select all. Y'all have a blessed day. Remember to call back your energy and your power, you guys. I love you guys. Amen. Amen.